Full time today, Newcastle United 1, Brighton 2. Shocking. Shocker from us. I cannot get over the way that game went. And before we talk about Brighton, fair play to them. They won the match. We'll get into Brighton shortly. What I will be talking about first, and I've got to be very careful about what I say in my videos. The last thing I want to do is kind of walk away from this video regretting what I said, or looking back and it feel like I've been too harsh towards the team, or very, I guess, nasty or aggressive towards an individual. But got to address the elephant in the room. Anthony Gordon, what a disgrace that is today. Seriously, Gordon, disgrace. He has to come out and not just apologise to the fans, because apologising doesn't change anything. In fact, if I go on social media shortly and I see a huge statement from Gordon apologising, it's just going to peeve me off even more, because the apology doesn't matter. The damage is done. Anthony Gordon will miss the Carabao Cup final. He has let the fans down today. He's let the players down today, and he's let Eddie Howe down today. Eddie Howe, when Gordon was sent off, did not even acknowledge Anthony Gordon. I think Eddie Howe's reaction is correct, because we have been let down from one player. He let us down in that match because, well, despite how the game was going, I was confident Newcastle were going to get a result in that 90 minutes. In fact, Brighton gifted us a lifeline with the Lamptey red card, and Newcastle scored it again at the end. There was 2 disallowed goals for offside there. Newcastle nearly won, even with the red card in the 90 minutes, and that red card was the key factor why Brighton were able to take the extra time. And I got no disrespect towards Brighton, a bit of a snatch and grab from them, but they've done it twice this season at St James's Park, and they won both games, so you can't fault it. Brighton won, they got the job done. But what I can fault is Anthony Gordon, because that individual let us down. That's what it's about. 2 weeks' time, cup final at Wembley. That was our last match at St James's Park. Final opportunity at home to show our supporters what we can do going to this final, and that's what we do. Gordon, what are you doing? How stupid are you? I mean, seriously, how stupid was that? In the game of football, the second you use your hands in any aggressive manner towards the back of a player's head, towards anywhere in a player's neck, their face, the second you aggressively put your hands in there, regardless of how much contact is made, regardless of how much contact's made, regardless of how aggressive the player was, the second there's any form of intent in there, violent conduct, you're going off the pitch and it's a stupid red card. No way we are appealing that. No way Gordon's getting out of that. It's 100% a red card. For me, it's blatant and it didn't need to happen. Nick Pope a couple of years ago, same scenario, gets sent off my last home game, misses the cup final. That one, bad luck. Argue it's bad luck. No bad luck in that today. 100% preventable. Gordon has cost himself complete head loss in the game, and he has cost us against Brighton today, and he may be costing us in the Carabao Cup final, because now that is one of our key players out of our match against Liverpool. I would say I'm speechless, but I'm not, because I've got quite a lot to say, but I feel that way. I feel so angry towards that game. It was a game Newcastle could have won there. We could have won that match, and I will feel a little bit better if Brighton gets City away, but chances are they're probably not going to get City away. So yeah, again, that was our second cup competition this season, which we are now out of, meaning that the Carabao Cup is the only thing Newcastle can potentially win this season. And the sad part is, for some of our supporters, this will be their last cup final they'll see alive. Some of our supporters will die before our next cup final. It's that simple. If it's next season, 1 year, even if it's 9 months, some of our supporters won't make it 9 months, and it's been 70 years since our last, which means that if we don't win this Carabao Cup final, some of our supporters who went through their entire life supporting Newcastle United will die without seeing Newcastle win something. I know that's a very dark point to make in the video, but again, we talk about that, and then you see stupid stuff like that from our players. I mean, where was the commitment today from our team? Where was the self-belief we were going to get past Brighton? And again, we shot ourselves in the foot before we even got in the Carabao Cup final, and I feel so bad for some of our players. Like Sir Martin Bradguy, Dan Burn, Fabian Shaw, 2 hours straight today, grafted their absolute arses off, defended that game, went for it, and then we got let down by some of our players, our attacking players, without his second goal, or woeful. Wilson, Murphy, Willock as a front three, they were terrible. None of them play well at all together. And again, Gordon's out of the game. So, buddy, right? You want to get in here? Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing, guys. I've seen this man all over. He's good at what he does, but unfortunately, he's got the wrong badge on. Because to be fair, you used to play a bit shit today.
We did the beat.
You did. Like 2-1, in my opinion. Like 1 goal offside.
With 2 offsides.
There's 2 offsides and a red card got sent off 10 men.
Yeah,
and Brighton had 10 men. If it wasn't for you having that offside, I think you would have had it. But You are a bit short, to be fair.
Well, I mean, you guys haven't been that good this season, have you?
I mean, we've got Fulham later on, mate, so what can I say? I could go anyway, do you know what I mean?
Well, see if you get your job done first.
Oh, exactly, mate. Nice
Take
one.
care.
Get the right badging, boys.
I ain't in any mood to start anything today. I mean, they've got to do their job against Fulham, and I can't really deny that Newcastle weren't bad today, because we were. But yeah, I mean, again, Anthony Gordon, if you're not doing stupid stuff like that, I'm not going to get mugged off like that. I'm getting mugged off like that on camera because I've got dopey players that are going to get sent off before a cup final. I met Anthony Gordon last week wearing this exact top at a boot launch with Adidas. I go there, I'm speaking to Gordon, really sound guy, you know. I even mentioned the final to him, and then he does that. Like, honestly, I mean, I walk away from the game today angry at Anthony Gordon. I'm also angry with Anthony Taylor. I may sound like a bit of a sore loser here, but Anthony Taylor, seriously, you are a crap referee. You are terrible. No consistency whatsoever in that game.
Yeah, I saw you videos before.
I appreciate it, mate. Thank you. You take care, man. I mean, Anthony Taylor, seriously, you are a bad referee. You are rubbish. I hope your breakfast is burnt in the morning. I hope your eggs, your toast, your sausages and your bacon, I hope it's all burnt. Crap referee. He was rubbish in the game. Brighton, for me, should have had 10 men before Newcastle had 10 men. Carlos, for me, on a yellow card. Blatant shirt pull in the second half. The referee was so inconsistent with shirt pulls there. Yellow cards for some of them weren't yellow cards. He was just flip-flopping, back, forth, just didn't know what to do. Gordon then gets sent off. Lamptey gives us a lifeline. He gets sent off towards the end of the game. And Brighton, I don't know why they got that red card then. They had so much control, 11 against 10. It went 10 v 10. The game was just back and forth. Brighton snatch and grab won it. It just wasn't good from Newcastle, was it? It was an absolute shocker. Everything went wrong in that game. Nothing went right. Everything that could have went wrong for that cup final went wrong today. And Newcastle have got themselves stitched over in 2 cup competition. We're already out of one of them, and we've got a cup final now against the best team in this country without Anthony Gordon. And that's before we can play West Ham. We still need to try to sort something out going to this cup final. Please, for the love of God, we need to beat West Ham next week, because honestly, it happened last time as well against Manchester United. We go to the cup final, have an amazing run, get ourselves into the cup final. The second we qualify for the Carabao Cup final, we then just drop off. Every performance is all over the place. We're losing games, we're drawing games, we're having awful performances. And it's the same again since we got past Arsenal, had an unbelievable 2-month run, got past all the games, and then Newcastle just start playing crap again. It's just so infuriating. Such a poor, stinking mentality. Which, why can't we get this over the line? Once we win one trophy, we'll get into it. We'll be able to get more. We just can't get it over the line. It's such a poor lack of mentality. I don't know what this mentality thing is. We just can't get the job done. We're a quality team. We've got good players. We can get the work done. And yet we just seem to fall apart when it matters. We fell apart today. That was such a nightmare. We could have won that. We could have won the game against Brighton, and again, self-inflicted. Everything about that game was self-inflicted. We cost ourselves there, and Gordon's cost the team. That simple. One player has screwed us today, and especially I don't want to pinpoint on Gordon. And got to look at the facts. Gordon has cost us, and I'm so angry about it, because that was preventable. This is no excuses at all, and that it's a disgrace. Seriously, it's a disgrace. And any this Anthony Gordon apology messages on social media, any of this statement being put out by him, it's not going to change it. It's not going to change today, and it's not going to change potentially the cup final. And I don't want to see any of this crap on social media. What I want Gordon to do is, when he gets back from playing for Newcastle, I want him to give 100%. I want 10 out of 10 performances from him. I want him to bust his absolute gut off, because, to be honest, performances in recent weeks, I don't think I've been good from Gordon anyway. So when he gets back, I want to see better performances, because it's not good enough. It's not good enough at all today. And some of our supporters, if we do not win this Carabao Cup final, will not see us win some in our lifetime. And I'm sorry for putting quite a dark end to this video, but that's true. Some of our supporters won't see our next one, and our players are dicking around like that. It's not good enough. Seriously, it's not good enough. And Anthony Gordon, it's a disgrace today. It's an absolute disgrace from him.